Okay, so Game of Thrones. Here's the thing. I do not watch Game of Thrones. And at this point, it's kind of become like it is so popular that I just don't think that I can watch it. My tendency to be counter to everything is so strong that I just can't get myself to watch Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it because it was like, oh, it's extremely violent and there's lots of sex, and I just don't really want to be too involved in that. But then I watch people on Facebook, because almost all of my friends on Facebook watch this show, right? They are like really involved. And I'm like, I am not sure that I want to get that involved in a show again. Because the last time I got that involved in a show was The Walking Dead. And that show just turned into a complete disaster. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to watch television series anymore. Yeah, Boozy says contrarian daddy. That's me. I feel like since trading, the thing that I've learned is that I am just a contrarian, and that's just my place in life, and you gotta live it up. The thing is I've never seen a full episode of Game of Thrones, but I can tell you, I know what the moral of the story is. Even if this isn't like what the intended moral of the story is, I can tell you what the moral of the story is. The moral of the story is, if you put any human up on a pedestal, they will always disappoint you. For instance, if you elect a leader and you think that they're there to save you from tyrants, and then what are they going to do? They're going to become a tyrant themselves. And apparently, I don't even understand enough about Game of Thrones to even like spoil it for any of you. But apparently that's what happened. It's happening on like a meta level too. It's like, hey, if there's a character in the show and you really like that character, so much so that you name your child after them, right? Like a bunch of people were naming their kids after Game of Thrones characters. And then that character will turn around and commit unspeakable war crimes and horrors. And they're all kind of like, oh, I named my child after a war criminal. Oops, can't fix that one. Or let's just say that there's an author that you really, really like, and you really like their series, and you're really excited to see how they end that series, right? And then what are they going to do? They're going to screw it up. Everything I get from my Facebook friends is they're not too happy about the way that this last season in Game of Thrones is going. And it kind of reminds me of like Harry Potter, post Harry Potter, you know? It's like everything that they do, all of a sudden you're disappointed in it. Remember, anytime you put a human up on a pedestal, they're going to disappoint you. Why? Because humans are stupid. You make mistakes. That's just people, we make mistakes. Why is it that people have a hard time understanding that humans are extremely imperfect, especially your president or your elected leader? So yeah, that's my little spill for today.